you going, guys? Welcome to a new episode. We're currently going out to feed the dolphins at Monkey Mile. Well, we might not feed them, but we'll see them hopefully. Today's episode should be a good one. We're going to go stay at Big Lagoon. Then we're going to go to Bottle Bay and Point Peron, as well as doing some of the national park inland bits as well. So yeah, hopefully today see some dolphins, and we hopefully dry our washing at the Caravan park so we can actually leave. It's pissing down with rain, so pretty unseasonal I think, but who knows. So stay tuned for today's episode. Should be a ripper.
So we are just on our way back from Monkey Mile. It's raining still. We went down to the dolphin feeding. We went to the first session. There was so many people, like it was insane. And then we went to the cafe, had a coffee, and we were watching. We could see like there wasn't really as many people as before, so we were like, oh, why not? We paid 15 bucks. Let's just go down and see it for a second time. And when she was picking people to do the dolphin feeding, I literally just like stared at her the whole time. I was like, come on, pick me. And she picked like a few people, and then she picked me, and I got to feed the dolphins. So I'm very happy now. Got my $30 worth.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. There was this one guy, and he got like Sarah was at the front of the line, and because of COVID rules, like social distancing, but this guy literally walked up with his camera, stood over Sarah, like grinded up against her on her back, like literally no gap between
I could feel him on my back.
And literally rested his camera like on her head, like trying to get a photo of this dolphin. And I literally said, I was like, oi mate, like, what are you doing? Like, chill mate, like the dolphin's gonna be here for another 30 minutes, like just relax, you're gonna get a photo of the dolphin. Like,
it is very exciting seeing the dolphins, but people just like forget.
I literally growled at this guy and he was just a tosser, eh?
They forget about personal space, but that's okay. We had a good time.
That's why I hate them joints, but
I enjoyed myself, so
we've done it. It's done. It's all off the list now. Thank God for that. On to more exciting things. Morning, guys. We left the caravan park. Found some water. Got some fuel. Weather hasn't bloody improved one bit. Still raining, but we just come down to Little Lagoon, which is just this weird circle water mass that's connected to the ocean. Yeah, it's super strange. So we're heading out to Big Lagoon now. I'm gonna leave the caravan there, and then go for a few day trips up to Point Peron and Bottle Bay and stuff. So that should be pretty exciting.
Lagoon, I actually don't know if it's $15 or not. I just assumed it was. But you pay when you get there. It's first in, best dressed, and it's 4-wheel drive access. But we've seen heaps of like people getting their big rigs in, so we should be fine with our little caravan.
Our little rig. We'll show you around a bit. Well, change of plans. Bit of rain's forced the Francois Peron National Park to close, so we can't go up there. Apparently the salt and clay pans have just become a bit wet, and then obviously traveling on it could be treacherous if there's a lot of traffic. Apparently that's the reason they're giving. We just spoke to a couple that just dragged their similar hybrid van out with their cruiser, and they said it's easy. So they reckon it'll reopen either tonight, like Savo, or tomorrow. So what we might do is go back towards Whalebone, and what's that?
Fowler's Camp.
Yeah, maybe stay at Fowler's Camp. Apparently that's a pretty cool little $15 a night camp. And just wait it out, because we really wanted to go in there, but yeah, we don't really want to just like skip past it, because we're all the way out in the peninsula. Like, it doesn't make sense to keep going up north and then do it eventually one day. We really want to do it now, so we're just going to roll the dice and see if they reopen it today or tomorrow, and we'll just stay at Fowler's Bay. You wouldn't bloody believe it if you read about it. Said we're going to stay at Fowler's Camp, but we went to Fowler's Camp. That was shut, road closed, same as the national park. And then we went to Eagle Bluff, another $15 a night campsite up the road, shut too. So we made it all the way back to Whalebone, that spot that we stayed in part 1 of Shark Bay, the last episode. Get in here, go to book the permit, because you need to book permits online. Ring through to the tourist centre and say, oh, can we get a permit? And they go, nah, it's full, booked out. And we said, nah, we're here now, there's no one here. Anyway, she's like, nah, there's only 4 permits allowed per camp, so all them different camps that I just named, only 4 spots per camp. Anyway, there's like 100 spots here. What do they want us to do? Caravan parks in town are booked out. We can't get into the national park where all the other campsites are, and then every campsite south of Denham is booked out as well. So it's just ridiculous, eh? And I said to him, I said, surely you can help us out. Like, you've blocked off all the roads because of the rain. Like, surely you can practice a bit of discretion. Nah, and we'd already set up by that stage. So anyway, another person rang through and said, and asked, but it went to their voicemail, and their voicemail said, oh, you've obviously rung for a permit, feel free to help yourself to a spot at these spots, and named all the different spots, one of them which we're at now, and fix us up tomorrow for the money. Why didn't they just say that on the phone? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just backwards, eh? Anyway, we're here now, we're going to stay. Ranger's going to rock up tomorrow, we'll pay him then, but it's just ridiculous, eh? They shut all the roads, shut all the, you know, campsites down. Caravan parks are booked, there's no overflow. What do they want us to do? They've got a duty of care. Anyway, we got a bit cross, but went for a bit of a fish, didn't get anything. We filmed it, but I don't think I'll put it in, because so far this whole episode has just been an absolute shit show. Sorry about that, guys. We haven't done anything that we said we were going to do, but hopefully, you know, we can get there this episode and do it. But I just thought I'd let you know where we're at, what's been happening, and why we couldn't go up to the national park. So sorry about that, guys. We'll get back on track soon.
Do you want to let them know what's happening on your face?
What's happening?
Moustache.
What's wrong with my moustache?
Good morning. We've just left Whalebone Campground. We went into the Discovery Park this morning and paid $15 for our permit. There was absolutely no issues this morning when we paid our permit, so that's all good.
So we went into pay the permit because they said on the voicemail we could, so that was fine. We even ran in the lady that gave us a hard time on the, oh, look at this big bungara. Wow, he's a bloody beauty.
Oh my god, I've never seen one of those in real life.
He's a big boy. I could tell by her voice that it was her. She didn't seem to care too much that we paid for the permit the day after, so it's funny that it's always, well, it's not always the way, but it's funny how on the phone she said we definitely can't stay there, definitely need a permit, and then the next day when we actually go to pay it for it, and she's fine with it. Anyway, I don't know what to say about that, but we've come out of Shark Bay because the national park, Big Lagoon and stuff, was still shut this morning, even though it's beautiful clear skies this morning. There's still a bit of moisture on the salt pans and stuff.
Well, they were thinking about opening it up this afternoon or tomorrow morning, but we're only here for another 2 days, so we figured let's just leave.
And we'll do it properly another day.
Yeah.
I also overheard the receptionist at Parks and Wildlife speaking to the ranger out there checking the track that they're not going to open the whole national park anyway, so we're not going to be able to do everything. So for us, we really want to do it properly when we do it, so we've just come straight out of Shark Bay. That and the whole permit saga, and it's just been a massive schmozzle this whole episode. So instead we're going to go to Hamelin Pool, and then tomorrow Sarah's really excited about where we're going.
We're going to Wooramel Station, and we're going on the Wednesday night so that we can go and do the big camp cook-up. So I'm like, fingers crossed that there's still spots left, because you do have to book it in advance. So I'm just going to call on today and see if we can do that. And then they've got the hot tubs there and like really cool outdoor showers and stuff. So seems so stupid, but I'm really excited to go see that stuff on the station.
So we'll show you guys Hamelin Bay, and then we'll show you Wooramel. We'll probably end the episode there. Once again, sorry about it being a massive schmozzle. Yeah.
One thing we can do is we can go see the Stromolites. That's exciting.
So exciting. But yeah, it shows you that it's not smooth sailing on the road. Like, there's always little things like this. So if anything, it just gives people perspective. It's not all smooth sailings, and there is things going on behind the scenes that don't normally make videos that we're showing you this time. So all these little, let's call them speed bumps.
In 500 metres, the destination is on your right, Hamelin Pool Caravan Park.
We are just going to do the historic walk here at the Caravan Park. Goes through the Stromolites, all of the historic stuff of the telegraph station, and then we'll go down to the museum, and they run a little tour for the people who are staying here at 3 o'clock, so we'll do that as well.
Come to see the Stragomagamites. Don't really know how to say it, but the floorboard's bloody broken, so we can't go see them, but they're out there. So just have a gaze. Spewing, eh? Really wanted to see them. So we've packed up and we've left Hamelin Pool. We are now driving into Wooramel Station. Yesterday we did the museum tour. It was so cool to like learn about all of the history of the area and learn a little bit more about the Stromolites. Stromolites were there before, well, after all the volcanic eruptions all over the world. They were the only living organism dating back probably 3.5, what was it?
4.5 billion years they've found now.
And that's sort of what we originated from. They're the first living organisms on the planet, well, as they can find. So they're our ancestors apparently, if you believe in that sort of thing. So it's pretty cool stuff. And then also learn about the telegraph station, how Hamelin Pool was a patching spot. yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, what they had to deal with back in the day just to be able to communicate to each other, and the technology they had. Anyway, we've left there. Super interesting. Now we're on the Wooramel station entry track, which is a bit bloody wet from the rain that we've had. They would have had to shut this road as well, because they would have, so it's so wet, it's boggy as. Would have hated to drive it a few days ago. I think the van would have been brown, not grey anymore. So anyway, we'll come in here, we'll set up and we'll show you around. This place should be sick from what I understand. So yeah, we'll show you around.
And the dinner.
Oh, and the dinner. Yeah, we're getting dinner tonight.
Cool.
Sarah, shout.
Yeah.
So we just went for a swim in them artisanal baths. They were so good, almost too warm. Definitely go back later and gaze at the stars, sit in there when it's a bit cooler. We've now been given a little challenge by the homestead. They give you this mud map and they send you out into the bloody bush trying to find these little yellow markers on the side of the road, which is fun. We've just driven 15 k's from the homestead. And yeah, now we're in some property opening up fences and gates and stuff. And
well, it would be their station. But
well, yeah, we don't know where we're going and we're in someone's paddock, but we're heading out to the coast. Apparently it's a pretty cool drive, so we'll show you guys a bit of that.
What's that old chap now? His youth has slipped away. And please don't tell me when you have to use that rifle. Let's have Smoko boys and turn him out today. He's entitled to some kindness in return for all he's been. Now he's failing and his step is getting slow. Let him squander his last summers by the river with his mates, in the paddock where the sweetest grass is.
What do you reckon this is for?
that is to measure the sheep tails.
Ooh, don't you reckon they should have called it Wooramel?
We'll police tell and turn him out today. Oh yes, we'll police tell and turn him out today. Another good old swim song there. Oh, what do you reckon, Virginia? Not bad? All right, we'll give it another version. Let's sing out from 10 yards away.
You catch it in any, mate.
Oh, that better.
That's peer pressuring, eh?
Well, I guess I just get cranky. Got the few that I can keep. Seems almost every fish I caught is returned to the briny deep. But if I should catch a big one, that tonight will fill my plate. I wouldn't mind if you should ask how you catching any, mate. They don't look.
How good is this? We are watching live music from artisanal bars that are like 40 degrees and we're watching the stars. today's episode, guys. Every time I try to record this, some more noise makes, like some guy's trying to start his motorbike now. Sarah just got a phone call before. Some bloke's loading his boat on the top of his roof and he's got his ratchet going on his winch. Bloody hell. Anyway, Wooramel was sick. Definitely recommend going there, getting the feed and stuff. What a great night. A bit of live music. It was really good. Now we're at Caravan, about 120 k's up the road. We've just checked into the Caravan Park because it's going to get a bit wet. Forecasting 45 mil, so we thought we'd better bloody get a bit of grass. It's going to turn into a bit of mud. We should be good for the next few days. Once again, we're sorry about this episode. We didn't do anything we said we were going to do, but we'll do the National Park one day. One thing I do need to say is make sure you get your iTech World battery soon. Depending on when you guys are watching this, there's 20% off with our discount code at the moment, so you can get a lithium battery the same as ours for $760, which is super cheap. Use the code SKT10.
What date was that, Andy?
June 30th. If you see this before June 30th, which I'm not sure you will, but apart from that, we'll still be getting our 10% off, so make sure you get your discount when you get your lithium batteries. We love ours. They haven't been below 90% yet, so we love ours. Anyway, we're going to go to Wooramel Station next after this Caravan Park. So stay tuned for that, guys. It should be a sick one.
If you guys liked this video, please make sure you do like and subscribe to our channel. Every little like and subscribe helps a lot, so please do if you're enjoying our videos.